This is the first of several wake-up calls that have been given by Spirit. Here is the message, which began from the following comment I made to Spirit about watching world events being thrown back and forth. What we're watching on the world stage is all just a grand game of ping pong. It's one endless ping pong rally.
Indeed, this is so, on a grand scale. You see that now. Congratulations on inspecting the details and forming conclusions, rightly so. It is not without fault that these things occur, for within each individual soul that inhabits the earth, these things are said to infest in the greatest capacity, that which has gone wrong, which is entirely at the forefront of perception at this time. Humanity is at a precipice of existence as it were, for those who see and understand the structure involved in making all this happen. It is indeed bleak. This we say with no malice intended, for it is within the capacity of all who incur this vision to escape at a moment's notice. For within, each has the precepts of time-induced fear and trepidation that has lasted for centuries of the undoing of a planetary structure constructed to allow all of this to happen. Many who are involved do not ever know it's occurring, and willingly take part in the contest, thinking there will actually be a winner or a loser. Far be it from us to designate one or the other, for it falls on humanity's deepened fears that all this is so, including those who would believe they know better. What a better game to entertain with, get lost in and evoke concern all around. It is said within the portals of time all is lost when those involved in the demise of a planetary system get together and plan these things, as all have seen above, for what is occurring is treachery from all sides, not just one. It is inherently duplicitous in its actions and manifested to ensnare all those who fall for the scenes being played out at this time. It is encouraging, to say the least, that some sense of this is realized by some, but not many, and in the years to come it is seen, without doubt, that what befalls man is predicated on what is seen at this time. Those who are aware of this, aware that there is no way out other than not to play, will be left out in the cold, so to speak, on their own indeed, faced with like-minded people if they can find any, only to make their own solutions for survival and being at one with themselves and others who are close by. In these times it is important to band together with the realization that all is not lost. It's just that restructuring must occur for survival to happen at all, and in this awareness lie the keys to success. For it is known there will be bands of folks who do this, scattered in the wind. Time will tell the story of these occurrences, spread far and wide across the planetary systems, now incorporated to produce others, enslaved once again in their belief that others have come to the forefront and rescued a population from themselves, and moved it forward a notch once again. Not knowing, of course, that slavery has once again reared its ugly head above the masses, encouraging them to follow the leader to their own personalized jail cells, distinguished as the air and sunshine it is not. Once again, we see a division of humanity not yet being able to incorporate themselves into a unified whole of body, mind and spirit structure, so much so that what prevails is a societal system so sick with dismay and dissatisfaction that they almost cannot tolerate themselves in the state they find themselves. It is to these people that we speak and wish to hear what we have to say, and that is, stop. For once and for all, stop the nonsense, stop the stupidity you have inherited from those around you who know no better than to put before them the idols of fakery gone bad. Wake up. Wake up to the intention to do what is correct and uplifting for yourselves, rather than accept the dogma and squalor left behind for you to inhabit as they see fit. It is not of your making the environment you find yourself in, but it is your own reflection for not having seen before, that which is put in front of you has nothing to do with who you really are, but rather who you currently believe yourself to be. And that is a falsehood, blown up and out of proportion in the hopes that the light will dawn, and it is recognized as an utter fallacy, as is what is presented and seen. You may continue to crawl on your hands and knees if that is what you prefer, for the choice is yours to make how you will decide to see and handle the situations presented before you. Again, wake up, for no one is going to save you, no one but yourself, and we say this over and over and over again, but few hang around to hear the words born of a frequency that will actually make a difference to the individual, once the precepts are acknowledged, planted and reaped within a system so bad, so rotten, that the stench of which has reached the heavens. If you want to continue to play in such an arena, that is up to you, as it always was, but we say there is an alternative available to you. As a matter of fact, it makes no difference to us which fate you decide for yourselves, that is a personal decision affecting you and you alone. This particular timeline will not last forever, and that is the timeline of grace and forgiveness for all who wish to travel it at this time. Its doors are closing, and in this way karma reigns supreme in weeding the grain from the chaff of life, inclusive of all who can hear wisdom when it is spoken. These days attribute their glory to the Father within each, to see and understand, who has the capacity to hear the calling when it is given as loudly as possible, and to all that is possible, within the range of the vision presented to humanity at this time. Go within and find that which is located in the heart of all souls while the time remains ripe for the picking, and know in times to come, the success of what you desire rests on that. The rest will see a different fate befall them, for in these times when deceit reigns supreme, there is no time to wander elsewhere other than where the truth really lies, within yourself, where it always was, where it always will be, to support your being on all levels of existence, not just this earthly one here and now. With this foresight, once again know full and well the plight set before you. It is not a win-lose situation. It is a lose-lose situation, and that puts all between a rock and a hard place, as it were. Know your time here is important, for as you choose, so chooses another, and within this light all will come to bear on this timeline within which you find yourself. It is up to you. It always was. Choose wisely for yourself and for the others around you who may not know as well as you the right course of action to bring about the results that you desire. Ego dependency will fail you, and you may miss your mark. Self will not. As it is said, before embarking on any adventure, it's best to consult the guide. That guide is within you, ready, willing and able to meet the challenges at hand with open arms, an open heart, and a welcoming of all who come into the field of such a one. Be that one. For yourself and others around you, for all are not as skilled as you, in bringing this forward for all to participate in. It is ready, it is time, delay no longer, for time is short, indeed.